Hello, I just added a functionality into AgNote that will help you to generate invoices, PDF invoices. First, let's look at how to generate invoices. So currently I'm logged into one of my test accounts and I'm on Task Archives. So we need to select an archive, and I'll select this November 16th and click Generate Invoices and click Generate again. And here are the invoices for all the three companies which I have in my account. When AgNote generated invoice, it also generated invoice details file. So first let's look at the invoice, and I'll open this East Ranch invoice. Just click on it and open it. And that's the invoice. So we got our account information and the company or farm information to which we are billing. Let's close it. And now let's open up the invoice details file. So let's just open it, download and open it. Invoice details file will list all the details which make up the totals on the invoice. So invoice details file would be additional file which you can provide to your customers for more clarity what exactly makes up those totals on the invoice. And now you might be wondering, what are these archives and where did the information came from, the one we saw on the invoice and invoice details? To explain that, I'll jump to a different page, and currently we are on completed tasks for row crops. And what we see on the page is all the tasks, completed tasks, which were completed for each planting. For example, this field 202, this is for the previous planting, but currently we have triticale planted, and all these tasks have been completed and recorded here in AgNote. Also notice some tasks are bolded, like the ones on top: stubble disc, chisel, land plane, finish disc. And row crop plant or planting, that is not bolded. So all the ones which are bolded are tasks which have not been archived yet. But the other tasks which are not bolded have been archived earlier. So I'm going to jump back to the task archives. So in simple words, task archiving in AgNote is a process of taking all the tasks which have not been archived yet and putting them into like one folder and putting a date label on it. For example, the one we just looked at or generated invoices for was archived for November 16th. In AgNote, we can archive completed tasks manually by simply clicking on this archive button, or we can set it up so tasks are archived once a month automatically on a date we specify. Like for example, here I have specified that tasks need to be archived on 16th of every month. But for now, let's do a manual archive. So I'll just click on archive and confirm that. And in a few seconds, we get a new archive now. And if you need to generate invoices for this archive, just simply select it and generate invoices. Here I do need to provide an invoice number for each company for which that invoice is going to be generated. For example, Deer Valley, I'll just input some random numbers. And East Ranch is going to be 44 and 55. And once that's done, just click Generate. And here are the invoices. Notice this last one, Valley Orchard invoice, doesn't have any details. That is because Valley Orchard didn't have any completed tasks. And the only line item that was added to Valley Orchard invoice came from this table down below, from the Reoccuring Tasks. Here in Reoccuring Tasks, you can add reoccurring tasks which will happen or need to be billed only once every month. And these items will be added to the archive every time you generate a new archive. So for example, if you look at the Valley Orchard invoice, let's just open it up. There will be only the management, which came from that Reoccurring Tasks table. Here, while I have this invoice open, I want to point out a few more things on it. And I want to give you another additional tip. If you do work on a PDF files and you want to add some either drawings or text on it, try out Microsoft Edge browser. That is what I'm currently using here. Microsoft Edge, if you have a PDF file open, it will give you these helpful tools up on top. For example, you can add text, you can draw something on it, or you can highlight. I want to draw something really quick, so I'll just select red color and circle this text here. So if I jump back to my other page, and I'm just gonna close this one and generate again. That text you saw me outlining earlier came from here. This is where you can add your own custom text that will show up below those invoice line items. And the text you see here in this box, if I jump back to the invoice, is placed right here. And if I jump back, you can always change or add new text if you want to. Just all you need to do is separate each line by comma, and I'm gonna type more, colon, info. And now if I generate the invoice again, we'll see that, let's just generate and open up an invoice. And if you look at it, yeah, that text was added here. And yeah, if you have some more details, invoice details which you need to add to the invoice, you can do that there. And there you have it. If you need to generate invoices, just archive them first and generate. That's all it takes. Thank you.